Morning, y'all. My name's Aveen. Today I'm waking up in Bellingham, Washington, and today's the day that I start to drive back home to Baltimore, Maryland. So clear across the continent, and yeah, let's get it. This is the rig, my trusty Subi. You can tell we're in Washington State, but I still got the Maryland plates. And yeah, she's all full. Yeah. So let's talk about the route real quick, because we're going to start up here. We're in Bellingham, Washington. I'm going to start out by going down through Oregon, California to Tahoe. I got a friend living in Reno, so we're going to see them. Then we're going to actually cross down here. We're crossing Nevada, Utah, Colorado, seeing another friend in Denver, and then just shooting across Kansas, Missouri, a bit of Kentucky, Indiana, up through West Virginia to home. And that's the route. These are the quarters. As you can tell, we are not about to use the rear view mirror for the next week. Up here is kind of where I'm going to be, kind of the cockpit. And yeah, it could be worse, man. I've seen people drive with much more cramped situations. Here it is, the beautiful city of Seattle. Alright, so we're out of Seattle area, and so I'm going to take the time to, I guess, talk about who I am real quick. My name's Aveen. I'm 25 years old, originally from Baltimore area, Maryland, and I've been living for the last year and a half out in Bellingham, Washington, and I'd gone to school there prior, and I love it out there. Yeah, I had a great job for a little while. I was working for a nonprofit, teaching classes, and we kind of offered free education, kind of job training and preparedness education for recent immigrants, refugees, disadvantaged peoples, and the like. My role within that was I taught two classes. I taught a citizenship exam prep class and a English class for second language learners. So that job I got laid off of. So I'm currently unemployed, and that's why we're taking this drive on back to my parents' house. We'll get into the why I'm doing it right now. You know, like, it's early June 2020, and we're still pretty much in the height of coronavirus pandemic, and also we're in the middle of a bunch of civil unrest in all kinds of cities all around the country. This is not generally a wise time to be having a road trip like this, but I want to be home with my parents. I want to see my family at this time. So the name of the game with this whole road trip that we're doing right here is going to be, well, one, minimize contact with people, stay protected, all that good stuff, and two, just stay vigilant and give police a wide berth. Just know that police are out there, and I would rather not deal with that right now. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. It's a little bit about why we're doing what we're doing, and happy to have the whole internet along for the ride. I figured, since the circumstances are so different this time than other times I've driven across the country, it'd be a good idea to document it, you know? Be a fun little time. So, y'all are along for the ride. Alright, we are now crossing the Columbia River into Oregon. Finally left the state of Washington. We're on the road, baby. All right, look at this. I present to y'all the majestic city of Portland, Oregon. I actually really like it here. The time I spent in Portland, it's a cool city. But man, we are going through it right now. So I've been driving down through Oregon for a bit. We're coming up on Eugene, Oregon, which is where I'm going to get off I-5. And then we're actually going to enter into Willamette-Umpqua National Forest, drive up a National Forest road, and kind of explore around, see if I can find a good spot to camp for the night. Wraps up day one of driving. Arrived at camp. Old girl made it real good. No problems at all. Got a little tent set up there. I wasn't even going to set up the tent, but there's some bugs around, so I'll just do that for protection from mosquitoes. Yeah, beautiful out here. You know, just out in the woods in Oregon. Got a little river there. Yeah. Cannot complain. This is a good way to set some momentum for the rest of the trip. I'm stoked. See you guys tomorrow. Morning, y'all. Real cozy night, actually. Had a good fire. Slept all right, all things considered. You know, always gonna be some first night jitters when you're on trips like these. So. Could have slept a bit better, but hey man, can't complain. What I just got done doing is kind of my everyday driving check on my car. You know, a simple check each day can prevent a breakdown. So mine is real simple. I really don't do much. I look underneath, make sure obviously that there's nothing dripping out of the car. Then go around, check all my tires, check pressure, make sure I got the pressure. Then I just always open up the engine, check power steering fluid, brake fluid, transmission fluid, engine oil, and coolant. And then I'll also open up and make sure the coolant's getting into the radiator. Yeah, but it's just worth it. Take the 5-10 minutes every morning to make sure everything's tip-top. And yeah, we're on our way. Day 2, going to Reno, Nevada. Let's get it. Here in Eastern Oregon, and we've kind of left the wet part of the Pacific Northwest. It's actually really beautiful out here. I like it a lot. But gonna take a detour. I noticed that Crater Lake, Oregon, which is a beautiful national wonder pretty much, is just gonna be a little bit of a detour off my route. So gonna go see Crater Lake on the way and gonna bring you all along. Coming up on Crater Lake National Park. Kind of have to detour around. The north entrance was closed, south entrance is open. Reason for that, I believe, is that the north entrance road is only open in summer, as well as a possible COVID closure. So those things you got to respect. Added about an hour driving on for today, but totally cool because I'm not even at the lake yet, and this park is beautiful. Real high altitude, snow patches everywhere. I'm honestly excited to see this. super beautiful. It was honestly one of the most impressive things I've seen in the States, just period. And one thing though that was off-putting initially was that entry fee to the national park as of when I went June 2020, just now, is $30. It costs $30 to get into that park, and like that kind of blindsided me. I was going into it after paying that and thinking like, damn, this better be a fucking spectacular lake. And that it proved to be, so can't recommend it enough. But at this point, I'm heading toward the city of Klamath Falls. I mean, city, right? But gonna stop there because that'll be the first like mobile data and good cell service I've had all day. Take care of some stuff, refill on gas, check on the car, all that, and we'll be pressing on to Reno. So, and I'm kind of posting some of this stuff on my Insta story. Feel free to follow me on the Insta. The Insta handle is AvinVP. I'll put it in the bottom. It's pretty much just like ski and surf stuff because that's the main stuff I do. And once I get home this summer, I'm gonna be rigging out a van. So I'm gonna hop on that whole bandwagon with like living in a van, being, I guess, a social media influencer. Oh, that shit makes me nauseous, but I don't know. I'm gonna just do me and put it on the Insta, and you guys can follow it if you want to. So yeah, just crossed into California. Here we are. Don't look no different. So you'll notice behind me, we're just leaving what looked almost like a police checkpoint or something, and I was shook for a second. Turns out what it is an agricultural checkpoint. So they're trying to control what moves from one area to the next. Literally, being in the car, they had one question for me, and that was, do you have any fruit or veg in the car? And I don't, so they just sent me on my way. But I haven't seen that before, so that was kind of a new experience. Alright, so I'm out here somewhere in like the northeast edge of California, and man, I've been a lot of empty parts of the country, you know. I've been through like Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, but this whole region, like northeast corner of California, southeast Oregon, northwest Nevada, it's about as empty as I've ever seen it. Another thing is that it is bone dry. Totally understand why there are burn bans here, but yeah, I'm seeing like maybe a car every 20 minutes, and I gotta go another like 60 miles on this road. So yeah, just stretching my legs a bit, and we're headed to Reno. Gonna meet up with a friend of mine, take a rest day tomorrow. Be good to see an old friend. I haven't seen my friend Laura in about 1.5 years, so we're on it. Hi, so we're now in Reno. I skipped a lot of shit. There was probably about 3 hours of desert that I just didn't even film because it all looked the same as what y'all have already seen. But these are my friends Robert and Laura. They're kind enough to host me. Got Cooper, good boy, and Delilah, good girl. And yeah, we're in the town of Reno. We're probably just gonna get like dinner and drinks tonight or something, because for the first time, it's been like 2 months, but we're actually gonna go sit and like have some food and a beer, which will be a trip. But yeah, that's what we got. Good morning, everyone. We are driving to Lake Tahoe. I'm taking a day off. Real pretty out here. And yeah, I had a great night last night. Moving kind of slow this morning, but I think a dive into a cold lake will fix that. So, about to have a great day.